Ladies and gentlemen, people, collectors, investors, flippers, trolls, friends, viewers, apparently I'm a hypocrite and a clueless Pokemon YouTuber. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. Today, we're going to do something that I do every once in a while, and I'm going to sit here and we're going to have an unscripted video talking about trolls, Pokemon scalpers, people losing their minds over Pokemon, stores scalping the ever-living crap out of Prismatic evolutions, and then you got a whole bunch of other people on their knees, like polishing their shoes. Yeah, you know what I mean, polishing their shoes and defending all of these stores that are charging $100 for Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, $85 for Prismatic Evolutions booster bundles. Because I made a video talking about this, it was Thursday or Friday or something like that, basically saying, like, guys, these are stores that are doing this. Here's a few examples. Don't shop at these stores. This is insane. And don't pay these crazy prices. And I was very specific about saying, hey, I don't think these stores should be run out of business or anything. When stores do this, it just lets me know that I don't want to spend my money at those stores, and it lets me know which stores I want to spend my money on. So we're going to address some key concerns, because you might not know it, but I kind of got flamed in the comments by, it's like one of my haters. Did you know there's like 2 YouTube channels out there that have made careers hating on me? So you guys are welcome. You're welcome. If you're watching this, you're so welcome that you've been able to make so many videos about me, that 4 or 5 of your top 10 videos of all time are about me. You're welcome for your YouTube channel. I'm glad I could do that. And if you're out there and you're a hater and you don't have anybody to hate on, like Cat Williams said, feel free to hate on me, okay?
If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me.
Now, I want to address some of the things that people said in comments on that last video that were defending these stores. There's a few key points that I want to bring up, and I want to encourage everybody, and I want to address some of these things, not because I have to defend myself, but because I think it's good content and it's a good topic to talk to with you guys, because not a lot of people out there actually understand the nuance of what's going on when these sets come out, and then stores that are supposed to be your friend as the collector, offering you good prices on things, or at least MSRP on things, are trying to gouge the crud out of you. So I'm going to address some of these issues, okay? So let me know down in the comments below what you think. Before we get started, do you think game stores should sell stuff at MSRP, or do you think they should gouge people and sell at market when things are going crazy for pre-orders before it's released? So let's address the first question. First key point, okay? First key point that I want to address is that stores are just trying to make money when the opportunity arises. They're selling at market price, so they're not doing anything wrong, and nobody says anything, or I didn't say anything about those stores and trying to help those stores when they were having to liquidate product at incredibly cheap. So there's a lot going on here, okay? There's a lot going on here. Basically, this is the most pervasive comment and most pervasive defense that I saw, was people saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with these stores selling at market. Why are you mad at them for trying to make money while they can? Okay? Why are you mad at them for trying to make money while they can? You didn't say anything when they were having to offload Fusion Strike for $75, $80 a box. You didn't say anything when they were having to offload Paldea Evolved and, Scarlet and Violet Base for $85 a box. You know, everybody's happy to take those deals, but you get mad at them when they sell over MSRP. Here's the basic brass tacks and just the dumbed down version of that, okay? Nobody's forcing these stores to dump their product at $75 a booster box when that was happening, because that did happen at some time. Nobody's forcing those stores to do that. Those stores made the conscious decision to do that, to offload inventory that wasn't moving so that they could buy more inventory. As a consumer, there's going to be things I say in this video that sound like I'm being a dick, and I'm not. I'm just looking at things as a consumer, because I'm not a store owner, I'm a consumer. So I have to look at what's best for me, the consumer, right? And what's best for you guys, and most of y'all are consumers. As a consumer, again, this sounds like I'm being a dick, but I'm not. It's not my problem if you have all of your capital tied up in a product that's not moving and you have to sell it cheap so you can unload some unmoving capital and then have some money to operate your business with. That's not my problem if you don't have the correct financial reserves in order to operate a store, a brick and mortar store effectively. There's a lot of stores, and a lot of the stores that I mentioned in Friday's video that shouldn't really be having brick and mortars because they don't have the capital to actually be doing this properly. Additionally, there's some stores that people mentioned in the comments that I'm absolutely just stunned that are doing this and that are selling prismatic evolutions at these prices. Stores that have been really, really legit and honest in the past and sold at really good pricing for their customers in the past. And I'm not going to mention any names in this video, but I'm stunned that that's happening. So as a consumer, not my problem and not my fault if stores are doing that. They're choosing to liquidate at a lower price in order to get capital for themselves. That's their choice. And obviously consumers are going to be happy about that and want to capitalize on that, right? Now, as a consumer, it is my problem when you're selling ETBs for $100 when MSRP is $50 on pre-order a month or two before the set comes out and you're paying $30 in ETB and you don't even have the ETBs in hand. That is most assuredly my problem as a consumer. And it's not the same. You can't say, well, because I had to sell cheap, I also get to sell expensive and screw people over. It's not that. Two unfortunate situations don't make a right. What's happening when these stores are doing this is they're shooting themselves in the foot. They're screwing over customers and they're screwing over people and exploiting people for short-term gains, for short-term gains. And that could ultimately hurt their business in the long run and make people not want to shop there, make people not want to buy there. Furthermore, every single store that's doing this and selling Prismatic Evolutions ETBs for $100 and 300% over MSRP, every single store doing this is smart enough to know and look at the history, like I'm smart enough to look at the history, that there is an incredibly high likelihood, almost certain likelihood, that these products are going to be restocked over and over and over again via big box stores and LGSs, and prices are going to plummet upon release or slowly after release. It's going to happen. So these stores are doing this and exploiting people on pre-orders intentionally, knowing that these prices are going to go down later. None of that is right. So saying, well, because the stores had to liquidate product cheap and they should be able to now, gouge people and exploit people, and they should be allowed to do that. That's not how it works. That doesn't make any sense doing it that way, okay? And people have brought up Rudy from Alpha Investments. I've been a patron of Rudy's for like 6 years, and I'm going to address that here at the end, but Rudy actually does have things to say specifically about that, all right? The next thing that a couple people have said is like, why do you keep talking about this? You keep talking about this topic over and over and over again. Why are you keep saying this stuff? It's not like your job to do this. I mean, I'm a content creator, so it kind of is my job to talk about the things that I want to talk about, and you get to choose if you want to listen or not. So yeah, kind of sort of my job. But why do you keep doing this? Well, there's a concept in public speaking and teaching. And this concept basically goes, once you've repeated yourself so many times that you think the people listening to you are probably getting sick of hearing you repeat the same thing over and over and over again, that's about the time that a few of them are starting to get it. Basically meaning, when you're speaking or teaching to the general public, you have to repeat yourself over and over and over and over and hammer it in over and over and over again before some people actually start to get it. Why do I always talk about these types of things when they happen? Because there's always new people getting in the hobby. There's always new people watching my content, and not everybody who collects Pokemon cards is aware of this stuff. Somebody could see an ETB for $100, and I'm just going to continue using the $100 ETB example because it's easy and it really shows how gross some of this manipulation is. But somebody that's, just a casual Pokemon collector could see an ETB for $100 and be like, well, I guess this set's just more expensive or something special is coming in it. I'm not sure, and think that that's right and normal and buy when that's not right and normal. If you've got the money to waste and blow and you want to spend it on this product that's expensive, more power to you, go for it. But the vast majority of people don't have those resources to do that. That's why I keep talking about it. Another thing that I heard a lot in response to stuff like that is saying, hey, Dr. Applesauce, you're a Christian and you talk about how God loves people, but you're being a hypocrite because you're turning around and attacking stores and starting drama. And I'm not doing that in any way, shape, or form. Speaking truth and trying to educate people about, hey, this is happening and you don't have to participate in this, and it's kind of wrong and not right. Like, it's not illegal for stores to do this. It's not illegal for a store to charge you $100 for an Elite Trainer box, but it is kind of messed up. You know, the quote, I think of the quote from Dr. Malcolm, I think it's Ian Malcolm, right? From Jurassic Park. It says, you guys were too busy wondering if you could do something, and you didn't spend enough time thinking if you should do something. Too many people out here are too busy saying, hey, it's okay. That, like, stores are thinking, hey, we could do this, and not thinking, should we do this? No, they shouldn't do this. It's not right. You're allowed to. It's legal. People are going to buy from you, but you couldn't, but you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a hypocrite for calling those things out. I'm not telling anybody, hey, we need to cancel this store. We need to flag these stores with bad reviews. We need to make sure this store goes out of business. Heck no. No way, shape, or form should that happen. I'm saying this is a practice that I don't agree with. Do you agree with it or not? You probably don't agree with it. I choose not to shop at this store. Be aware that this is happening at these 3 stores plus a ton of other stores. Doesn't make me a hypocrite. Makes me somebody that cares about other people and wants to share the information and the knowledge that I have because, hey, newsflash, this is my YouTube channel and I can talk about the things that I want to say and you don't have to watch. And if you choose to watch, I'm grateful. I'm happy that you're here. And if you want to take what I have to say and utilize it, great. If you want to take what I have to say and say, I don't really agree with you, I'm going to do my own thing, that's great too. Don't take one person's word for it. Listen to a whole bunch of people talk and get a whole bunch of different opinions. Also, somebody mentioned about, I've got a lot of people calling me Timmy in my comments and saying Rudy from Alpha Investments would be ashamed. And I have some very specific pointed things to say about that. Rudy calls people Timmies. Basically, if he's calling you a Timmy, it means that you're inexperienced. You make decisions based on FOMO. You make decisions based on fear, things like that. You're a Timmy. You're a kid. You're a Timmy, right? No disrespect to anybody out there named Timmy. I've been a patron of Rudy's for like 6 years because he's incredibly smart when it comes to the TCG, environment. And I like to listen to what he has to say. Do I agree with everything he says? Heck no. But I like to listen to a bunch of opinions. And I think a lot of what he's learned is relevant and does make sense. Now, the fact that people are saying Rudy would be disappointed in you in these opinions, Rudy has gone on record in videos to say multiple times that stores selling pre-orders of product at inflated prices are stupid because that is a lose-lose situation no matter what you do. He's literally said this in videos multiple times. If you're a store and you're selling pre-orders at high inflated prices, it's a lose-lose situation. Either you're going to get screwed as a store or your customer is going to get screwed. Your customer is going to get screwed one way or the other because they're going to have paid $100 for an Elite Trainer box, get their product, and then walk into Walmart and see it for $50, and they're going to be pissed at you, and they're maybe not going to want to buy from you anymore. That's one way the customer can get screwed. Another way the customer can get screwed is you could just cancel those orders if market price goes up more, and then they get screwed that way. You could potentially get screwed if you sell, let's say you as a store, you sell 1,000 ETBs. Let's not even say 1,000. That's a crazy number. You sell 100 ETBs on pre-order at $100 a pop. Boom, 100 ETBs for $100 a pop. You just made a killing. You just made a lot of money. But 3 weeks before the set releases, Pokemon Center floods the website and they're in stock. ETBs are in stock for half a day. Let's say 18 hours ETBs are in stock. All of a sudden, 97 of your 100 pre-orders for $100 get canceled or you get chargebacks filed against you. Now you're in a really, really bad spot. Now you, as the store owner, are screwed. Selling pre-orders for a product at inflated prices is a lose-lose situation for either you or your customer. Somebody's getting screwed over. So to say that somebody that I respect his opinion, like Rudy from Alpha Investments, would be disappointed in me, shows that you don't really know what Rudy's opinions are, because he's gone on record to say it's actually stupid for stores to sell at pre-orders at incredibly inflated prices because somebody's getting screwed and it's a bad situation. No matter what way you look at it, there's going to be some bad fallout to all of it. So Prismatic Evolutions is crazy what's going on. And, it reminds me of when Vivid Voltage was coming out. and Evolving Skies was coming out, and Pokemon 151 was coming out, and especially Vivid Voltage and Pokemon 151, where ETBs were selling for like $90, $100. And guess what? Several months afterwards, you were pretty readily available to get those ETBs at MSRP. We got to look at what happens in the past to determine the likelihood of what's going to happen in the future. I've seen this exact scenario that's going on with Prismatic Evolutions happen in the past multiple times, and almost every single time that product has been available later for a much more affordable, closer to MSRP, if not MSRP price. And then maybe 6 months to a year after release, then we start to see that incline again and the value starts to accrue. It's going to happen with Prismatic Evolutions. That's all I had to say. I've got a bunch of troll comments, and I thought it was some good stuff to actually talk about and express my opinions on. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, my friends. I'd love to hear your opinions. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It's free. It helps the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. And YouTube says you'll like that one too, so go check it out. And like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. My name's Will. It's another beautiful frickin' head. It's another beautiful day. Why, when I'm trying to do an unscripted video, I have 20,000 problems.